If you talked before about getting Kuminga moving, getting him action that where he's going to get towards the rim. Was that what happened tonight? Is that what you saw from him tonight? Especially that on the last play, obviously he gets the pass from Draymond and gets fouled. Just what was going on to get him free like that?
I just think he's turning a corner. I just think he's seeing the pictures well. He made a play late in the game where he swung the ball to Draymond, immediately pinned in for Steph, and Steph got a three. He didn't make it, but that's the play where you have to recognize Steph's your teammate. You see he's cutting through the lane, swing the ball, and go set a screen for him. And those are the type of plays that if he makes, and he's doing what he's doing, getting downhill, getting fouled, getting to the rim. Now the mix, the blend of Steph, Draymond, J.K., now it starts to really get powerful. And I'm so impressed with J.K. It just feels like he's turning a corner, and he played so hard last night and again tonight. The rebound at the end just before he got fouled, he came out of nowhere along the baseline to make that play. I think he had about 7 boards in the second half. It was fantastic, man. This is exactly what we're looking for, and it's fun to see him, deliver. And
how huge were those free throws that he made? I mean, were you thinking about how big they were for him?
Of course. I mean, down one, and the stretch we're in, like we needed this game badly, and obviously he's struggled from the line this year. So I thought it showed a lot of guts for him to step up and knock them both down.
Feels like you've gotten him on, facing centers in kind of space the last 2 nights, Zubac and even Plumlee tonight. I mean, how much do you want to try to get him into those actions where he's going at bigs in space?
For sure, yeah, we're trying to do that. I think what I like is that he's not settling for the 17-foot pull-up. He's trying to get to the rim, and then if it's not there, he's kicking it out. And then late clock, he's one of the few guys who can create a shot, or that's where that mid-range shot comes into play. So I just think the process is better overall for him.
I do feel like there's been several points, through his 4 years that it has felt like maybe he is turning a corner.
Yeah,
waxes and wanes. I mean, but you do sound maybe a little bit more confident this time.
Feels different to me. It really does. There's just a different force to his game. Last night you saw all the times he just ran the floor, ran through the catch and attacked the rim. The 9 rebounds tonight. The timely plays that he made, it just feels different. It feels like, he's figuring out how to impact winning, which is obviously the main thing.
Steve, how much of that difference is having him back-to-back games the way he did last night and tonight? That's
a big deal, that's what great players do. They stack together, multiple games, and so we're going to stay with this rotation. With him coming off the bench, it allows us to get our defense set with Draymond and Trayce, and then he comes in and plays with both of those guys. That gives him the space he needs at the 4. But we closed tonight with him at the 3 defensively with Trayce and Draymond, and that would be ideal if we can get to that point where we can play him at the 3 and the 4. But I like where he is, and I think our team has a chance now to rebuild our momentum. I think this was an important win.
You referenced before the game, you talked about the importance of J.K. playing with Steph and Draymond. I guess you just referenced it. But what was different about that tonight? That when he was out there with them, what worked better, or what?
Yeah, there was a good mix of him attacking, but also Steph getting his looks. And I referenced that one play to Tim, where he swung it and pinned for Steph, set the screen for him. Those are the type of sort of organic actions that you have to recognize when you play with Steph. And I thought that was a big play, but he's just doing a better job of moving the ball quickly if there's no advantage, recognizing the advantage and swinging it. And so we'll keep plugging away, but it's exciting to watch his growth.
I know you trust the career stats, which you've mentioned that, but how much guts did it take for him to take that last three, and how much do you think that could do for him to make
Dennis?
a three? Yeah, Schroeder.
Yeah, I mean, I've been coaching against him for a while. I mean, he's a gamer. He is such a competitor. His defense on Beal on that after we had gone up one, he smothered Beal with help from Trayce, and then he chased down that rebound and got fouled. Those are winning plays. Those are big-time plays. So even though he's been struggling shooting, his ability to handle the ball, allow Steph to get off the ball, his defense on the ball, putting pressure up and down the floor. I mean, early in the game, he was all over Tyus Jones. And, last time we played Phoenix, Tyus killed us. We didn't have any pressure on him. Tonight, Dennis was all over Tyus, and I thought that was a big factor in the game.
He obviously had a lot of help behind him, but what did you make of the way Kuminga defended KD in the fourth?
Took on the challenge and made it difficult on him, and that's all you can do. I thought he was great on him.
You mentioned it's being an important win. You guys have obviously been in a lot of close games lately that have gone the other way. From a psychological standpoint, is it important? How good did it feel to actually be able to have this one go the way it did late?
For sure. Yeah, we've lost a lot of these, and to come through, big shot from Dennis, big free throws from JK, and a defensive stop. Like that's what it takes. We need to regain our confidence for sure. So I think this will help.
Seems like Trayce has strung together several good games. How much of an impact did he have defensively, particularly tonight, and what's different? What's clicked for him?
It's his second year, so he's figuring out the league. He's understanding angles and defensively what he needs to do, where he needs to be, rebounding better, 4 block shots tonight. So the biggest thing is on offense, just his threat as a dive man to the rim, lob threat, it opens up the offense too.
You mentioned you're going to stick with this rotation. You did basically play 8, and I guess Bajemski being hurt kind of limited you in the second half. That's no Kyle, that's no Looney. Is this the way it might have to be with those guys?
Well, depends on the game, but, we play next week. We've got Cleveland and Philly, and, there's really good chance Loon will be out there at some point, guarding Embiid or Jared Allen. So I think, this is the rotation we'd like to stick with, the starting group, and then JK playing starters minutes. But everybody on the roster has to be ready. Moses missed the game tonight, so, Lindy gave us some minutes, and that could be Kyle, it could be Loon. It just depends on matchups. Thanks.